Shout out to our friends at Varun, or Varum they should call it, for sending us this S20-1 PLUS foldable electric bike. Let's talk about some of the features. This is amazing. At this price level, it is amazing they're able to include all these features. So let's take a look. We got fat tires. We've got front and rear fenders, usually extra. We have dual suspension. Suspension here, a spring here, and air shocks in the front. But that's not all. A nice cushy padded seat. The seat is actually really comfortable considering it's a stock seat. Everything's adjustable. Again, it's completely foldable, so you can take it with you, throw it in the back of your car or your SUV and take it anywhere, places you couldn't normally take an electric bike. Front and rear LED lights, brake lights, 7-speed Shimano shifter, and a ton of power. It's a 500-watt motor, peaks out at about 750, but it'll get you, the average size person, I'm about 190 pounds, and it's going to get me up to about 24, 25 miles an hour, which, believe me, is plenty fast enough on these bikes. If you're going any faster than that, you're taking some chances, because the faster you go, you know what happens if, God forbid, you do fall, you know what I mean? So 20 is a pretty good speed, but this thing will hit 24, no problem. It'll handle inclines, they say up to 30% grade. I have no doubt that it could handle that. We're in Florida, we have very few hills here, which is why we live here. We have nice flat ground and a lot of surfing and stuff too. Well, some of these foldable electric bikes are a little too heavy. This weighs in at about 66 pounds. You can lift it up there. Any average person can lift this up, no problem getting this into the back of a car or an SUV. What about the battery? 48 volt, 13 amp hours. How long is it going to last? Really depends on a lot of factors, including how much you pedal. That's the most important thing. How much of an incline you're going over, what kind of terrain you're going over, grass, dirt, or just plain pavement. Are your tires inflated? How much do you weigh? What's the wind doing at that moment? So really hard to answer, but I'd say most electric bikes get you at least 25, 30, 40 miles, even if you're just full on throttle. And this should have no problem doing that as well. If you're going further than that on a bike, what are you doing? I don't know how many people go over 30, 40 miles on a bike. That's a long ride for a bike, but you could do it if you needed to with this bike. So let's take a look at some of the features and take her out for a test drive. First, very, very simple to assemble. Here's how it's done.